Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rump. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend.
Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Let me not be rude. I missed you all very much. For those of you who are new, welcome to Styles by Baddies. I post new videos every week and they all revolve around beauty related content, along with me giving a voiceover telling you guys a story time to keep you entertained. So be sure to subscribe and join the family. I am so sorry for the lack of consistency of uploading. I'm finally on winter break from school, so I'll try to be more consistent. But anyways, I feel like my absence has caused y'all to be deserving of a story time. So today I'll be giving y'all a story time about a fake friend of mine who messed with my ex. Yes, y'all, I said it, my ex. So I had this friend, we're gonna call her Camera. So me and Camera had been friends for about 3+ years on and off. We had our off days here and there, but overall our friendship was pretty good. But there was a trio of us. The other girl, we're just gonna call her Chai. So Chai was closer to Camera than I was to her because they had knew each other for longer. And at the same time, there was this boy who we're gonna call JJ, who was like a big flirt, always was around girls to try to get their attention, flirt with them, things of that nature. And one of the group of people he likes to be around was our trio. Now, me and JJ did have a history with each other, and it wasn't a bad one, but it wasn't a good one either. And I found him to be very narcissistic and egotistical. He was all about himself, and everything he did was just self-absorbing, which led us to not being in a relationship anymore. Now, everyone knew about our relationship except for Camera and Chai. And so I noticed JJ, Camera, and Chai getting really close. And so I decided to have a conversation with them, both of them, to let them know, like, me and JJ used to be a thing. He's done X, Y, and Z to me. So I wouldn't recommend y'all being around him. Just letting you know, this is the conversation I'm having with them. Because I feel like I would be a bad friend to keep a secret like that and have one of them find out from a third party that we used to be a thing, and that's just weird behavior, and it's not me. So why during that conversation Cameron's being hostile and defensive, and she's like, well, if y'all aren't in a relationship anymore, why do you feel a way that we're around him? Like, we're just friends, nothing more. He's been nice to us, this, that, and the third. Basically saying that she wasn't gonna stop hanging out with JJ and that I shouldn't try to get in the way just because things didn't work out with us. Hearing those words from my so-called friend hurt me, because as a friend I wouldn't have done that to either of them, because it's a girl code. And one thing that I'm starting to realize as I've gotten older is that a lot of girls are oblivious to what girl code is. If your friend has ever talked to a guy, kissed a guy, dated a guy, that man is completely off limits to you. Like, under no circumstances should you go behind your friend. But anyways, fast forwarding, which we did, as I told y'all, Cameron was being indecisive. But all of a sudden, Cameron decides to change her mind. She gets up out of her seat, all hyper, and is like, no, Mira, what are you talking about? We're going. Like, don't pay her no mind. We going on the trip. So I'm just looking at her all confused. Like, you literally just sat here and did all that over a boy. Like, you just said 2 seconds ago you didn't want to go, or was being indecisive, whatever you want to call it, but then all of a sudden your mind is made up as soon as JJ asks you. Like, come on now. So at this point I'm like, yeah, she's being weird, but it's whatever. I'm brushing it off to the side. So fast forward to the time of the trip, Cameron and Chai texted in the group chat asking if we all still want to go for Saturday, which was the day of the trip. I ended up unfortunately having a mandatory meeting that I could not miss, so I couldn't go, and I ended up canceling. Y'all, why did JJ ended up texting me later on that day asking me why I'm not going on the trip? Like, y'all cannot tell me y'all don't find that weird. If I'm telling both of my close friends about something, how does that information go all the way out to my ex? Somebody I'm not even cool with, for real. Like, why is that a thing? Why are y'all talking about me to each other? It's weird. But anyways, we're gonna fast forward to that Monday after the trip passes. Mind y'all, that entire weekend, Cameron and Chai did not text me at all. Now, I'm not one of those clingy friends where it's like, we gotta text each other all the time. But like the way our friendship was set up was whenever there was any type of event, especially when at school, we always spoke about it, period. Like that was our thing. We would gossip. Like that's what we did. So when they didn't speak on the trip or nothing like that in the group chat, I'm thinking, oh, it was probably boring or whatever, or they don't have much to say about it, whatever, cool. Y'all, why Monday hit and Cameron and Chai is acting like real distant, like something is off, like they wasn't speaking to me or nothing in class. Mind y'all, they hadn't spoke to me at all that weekend about the trip, and then we was in school and they wasn't saying nothing to me in class either. But it's the morning time, so I'm like trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, they probably just don't want to speak, it's early, class just started, whoop the whoop. So now it comes time for us, we're in class, it comes time for us to do like a group activity, and because Cameron and Chai are being distant, I sat at a completely different table from them. So I was working on the assignment with different people. They were like acquaintances of mine. So y'all know whenever group work is assigned, nobody really talking about the work, they talking about everything else but the work. And so since the trip had happened Saturday over the weekend, everyone was just spilling tea about that. So we talking, and why I'm hearing JJ name brought up in my head, so I'm like, oh my goodness, of course. So they end up talking about how JJ was making out with this girl. Now, I don't really care because we were not together at the time, but why did Cameron come all the way from the table she was sitting at, comes to my table, pulls up a chair, and is trying to slick change the topic of the conversation, and everyone is peeping it, and it's kind of giving her the biggest side eye. Like, until this gay guy that was in my group, he loudly says, girl, wasn't you the one that was tonguing down JJ? Y'all know they don't be afraid to hold nothing back, and when they do stuff like that, 9 times out of 10 they telling the truth. They know what they talking about. So in my mind, I'm shocked. Like, you could see the betrayal all in my face, but I'm really hurting on the inside, not for the sake of JJ, but for the simple fact that this is my friend, y'all. Rocky relationship or not, at the end of the day, she was supposed to be my day one, and I'm finding out from outsiders that you're going behind my back and kicking it with my ex, an ex I told you to stay away from, an ex I done told you did me wrong, and like that's somebody that you choose to mess with. Like, that's not even weird, that's just a foul at this point. But after my emotions end up processing, I'm agreeing with him. I'm like, yeah, Cameron, wasn't you? So she ended up getting mad at the guy and ends up storming out, and Chai follows right behind her. And that was the last time I seen any of them that entire day. I didn't get an apology text or nothing until later on that day. Cameron texted me like, you should have never tried to embarrass me. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, why picking sides with a boy you don't even know like that? And you don't even know what really happened. So we get to arguing back and forth because Cameron refused to take accountability for her actions and see how she was wrong in the situation. Like, she was playing victim real bad. It was either that or she was delusional, or she was probably both. But we were arguing back and forth, and then she's literally talking about, okay then, so do you want to fight this, that, and the third? She literally is trying to fight me over an ex that I already done had, because she's mad that she did me wrong, and that's her defense mechanism, where she feels like she's not winning in the argument, she's gonna try to fight that other person. But I ended up blocking her, and we ended up stop being friends, because I just felt like what she did was weird. Like, why are you trying to fight me instead of us communicating like adults? Anyways, that's about it for this story time, y'all. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this story, who was in the wrong. Just let me know what you think about it, and if you want me to post any more story times like this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.
Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna romp. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with